To verify fate, the girl pulled out a $5 bill. She asked the man to write down her phone number, but she paid for it on a box of gum. Then she wrote her phone number on a book and promised to sell it to a bookstore. If they're really meant to be, they'll find the book and the bill and get the contact info. But New York is so big, that's a remote possibility. 30 minutes ago, they both found a pair of gloves. Jamie was a gentleman and gave the gloves to May to show her appreciation. May took Jamie to a dessert store called Karma Sky. She bought Jamie an ice cream dessert, and the two had a nice chat. It was time to say goodbye. Jamie got up the courage to leave his phone number, but May gave him a kiss and said that if it was destiny, we would meet again. Is that all? I can feel my heart. Jamie looked a little lost in the cold wind, but as he walks into the subway, he realizes he left his scarf in the store. But coincidentally, May had also left her band gloves. Maybe fate brought them together again.
Let's go do something. Sure, anything you want, whatever you want.
So they went to the skating rink to ski, under the flying snowflakes. They played truth or dare.
But just as May was laughing, she accidentally fell to the ground. On a park bench, Jamie carefully treats May's wound. Seeing the freckles on May's hands, Jamie connects them. He says they are fairies in the sky. He also tells May a romantic love story about the constellation. May fell in love with this thoughtful and romantic man. When it was time to say goodbye, May wrote her contact number on Jamie's back. But just then, it was an accident. Write it again. It's an omen. Fate wants us to end this. Believing in fate, May thought it was all God's will. She refused to give her number again. But Jamie, who felt he had found true love, wouldn't give up this gift of God so easily. And so the scene from the beginning of the movie happened. You're so weird and funny. This isn't gonna work. Come with me.
What? Are we getting a room? Are you kidding me? It's too soon.
At the hotel lobby, May said we'll each take an elevator. If we're meant to meet, press the same floor and meet at the exit. The elevator doors are about to close. May threw Jamie a glove and said, "My name is May." Perhaps it was fate that they both chose the 23rd floor. But what Jamie didn't expect was, on the 14th floor, a bare child came in and pressed the elevator as soon as he came in. On the other hand, when May arrived, she didn't see Jamie's appearance. After waiting for a while, the lonely May chose to leave. When Jamie stepped out of the elevator, May was long gone. On the street, Jamie frantically searched for May. However, she was nowhere to be found in the sea of people. Just like that, two people with a rough fate missed each other with their own regrets. Because of a pair of gloves, the two people fell in love with each other on a snowy night. But the woman wanted to test their destiny, so they missed their chance. And so it was. 5 years passed and they never saw each other again. May is a psychiatrist with a handsome boyfriend, but she often looks at the $5 bill, hoping for a miracle. On the other hand, Jamie is preparing for his wedding with his fiancée. Only when he looks at his fiancée, he can't see the light of happiness. For years, whenever he passed by the used bookstore, he would stop to see if there was a message from May in that book. But just a few days before his wedding, he unexpectedly heard May's name. Turning back, it was the store clerk, but he didn't expect when he went to get a haircut in the afternoon. Tommy's name happened to be May too. Even the name of the song the boy next to him was humming in the traffic was May. Jamie couldn't take it anymore. He thought it must be a sign, so he went to talk to his good friend Carl, hoping it could help him find May. But in a sea of people, knowing only her name, it was harder than ever to find her. On the other hand, May saw a movie poster when she was hiding from the rain. It was the same movie that Jamie had told her about. She was getting married soon, and she asked her friend to complete a trip with her. No surprise there. She decides to travel to the place where she and Jamie met. She looks forward to seeing Jamie again. At night, Jamie found the glove at home, smells the glove. Inside the glove, he finds a receipt with her credit card information. In this moment, Jamie is no longer calm, and he goes to the store to check his order. But he was told that the order was too old and had been deleted from the system. But the good news is, after Jamie throws a fit, the manager told Jamie that the order was still in the company's main warehouse. In the backup warehouse, they found the details of Jamie's order. They also found the place where Jamie used to live. On the other hand, May and her best friend came to the city. After checking in, May and her best friend went to the dessert store. Her best friend asked her why she chose this place. May told her best friend her thoughts, that she wanted to end her past before she got married. Meanwhile, Jamie came to May's old address, but it had been turned into a bridal store. Jamie is touched to see his best friend trying her best to help him find it. At this moment, Jamie didn't know if it was right or wrong. Jamie wanted to end the search, but his best friend seemed to be addicted. He not only told him not to give up, but also gave him a lot of encouragement. On the other hand, the best friend has been persuading Jamie as well. There was no such thing as fate in real life. On her way out, she picked up the change on the table, which was Jamie's phone number. Finally, the two got into a cab, but just then, Jamie also arrived, and the two also passed each other again, the furthest distance in the world. I just passed you by and you're still looking around like a fool. In order not to have any regrets, the woman came to his city again, but just as she leaves, the man passes her by again. The wedding rehearsal. Jamie finished the rehearsal without a single smile on his face. The fiance can see that Jamie doesn't seem to be in the mood. Jamie hurriedly explains that he's probably just been working too much lately. Then his girlfriend took out a gift for Jamie, but when he opened it, it was the book with Chelm's contact information. Jamie took the book and found his friend Carl and found an address through the number. The two of them took a plane overnight to go to the city where Chelm was, but when he finds the address, he sees a man and a woman playing a game. This moment, Jamie also completely dead heart, but what he didn't expect was that the plane back was delayed due to the weather. On the other hand, Chelm also boarded the plane and was ready to go home, but when she was buying headphones, she realized that she and her best friend had taken the wrong wallets. But when the flight attendant made change, Chelm saw that it was a bill with Jamie's contact information, so she grabbed her backpack and got off the plane without hesitation. Although she changed her number, she found Jamie's address. When she arrived at Jamie's house, she found that Jamie was having a wedding in a hotel. So, Chelm rushed to the hotel again without stopping.
Is it over? The wedding? Yes, it's over.
But just when Chelm was losing her mind, a juicy went behind her back and said the wedding was cancelled. It's not over. It's not over. Yes, it was cancelled this morning. He cancelled it. At this moment, Chelm could no longer control herself and burst into tears on the spot. At that moment, Jamie returned to his city without realizing it. He went back to the skating rink. His Saturday alone in the center of the rink. Maybe he was reminiscing about the past. Maybe he was saying goodbye to the past. At this time, snowflakes floated in the sky, just like the first time he met Chelm. Accompanied by the snowflakes falling from the sky, Jamie reminisced about the past, but just then, a pair of gloves fell from the sky and landed on Jamie's body. At this moment, Jamie was confused. What's going on?
这什么情况？
This is a movie with a controversial view of love. Many people say that they are irresponsible and abandon their current partners. But I want to say, when love comes, will you choose to be responsible for yourself or someone else? I think the answer is obvious. Of course, I also hope that such a plot will not happen in real life, and don't imitate it just because you've seen such a movie, because it's really kind of immoral. All that aside, it's definitely a good romance movie. One more thing I want to say is that if you believe in fate, don't just test it, because you can't be as destined as the hero and heroine. The reason why Scissor Movie shares love movies every day is because in today's society, many people no longer believe in love, but they long for love. I believe everyone has their own destiny. Under the pull of fate, you and him will meet eventually, maybe without realizing it. When you look back, that person is at the end of the lights. Well, that's it for this installment of movie sharing. I'm Scissor Movie. See you next time.